YouTube, what's up, fellas? Ferocious Mgtow here, and I'm rolling. I am in the Tar Heel State, North Kakalaki, or North Carolina, for you international brothers. I said it's been a few days since I made a video. I was pretty much just sitting idle. Wasn't much to talk about, so I waited till I grab a load, and then it gives me something to talk about and give y'all something to see. This is what the state of North Carolina looks like. Very, very nice, very nice. Plenty of trees. It's a laid back kind of atmosphere. I like this state. Between this state and Texas. I like Texas number 1 and North Carolina number 2. Out of all the states that I've been to, these are the 1 and 2. So I said, well, let me turn on the camera and come to you all with a video. Tell you all, give you all my 2 cents on what I see in the news. And the latest thing I noticed is the Will and Jada Smith entanglement. That was the word she chose to use in her dealing with her side dude. Entanglement. Now, I am also of the mind that the rumors were that they had somewhat of a life partnership, and the transition from a monogamous marriage, to a life partnership, which sounds bizarre, but okay, with this new age, quasi new age type of thinking, okay, fine, whatever. But I think if they did, because they don't really
in 1.5 miles, take the entrance to the right on I-85 Pier South US 29 South US 70 West US 64 West.
All right, God dog, you shut her up. But anyway, yeah, they didn't really admit to having an open marriage or life partnership, as they called it. But that's the rumor. So, and that rumor been circulating for a long time. So I tend to think that it's probably has some truth to it, because them Hollywood socialites and actors, and they tend to have an open, weirdo type of culture. So I wouldn't doubt it. And what I'm thinking is that when I look at the interview, the red table talk between the two, Will Smith, his face, he can hide, he can act or whatever, but his face was balled up. His face was like a balled up piece of paper. So, based off of his body language, I would assume that either he didn't approve of this, or he didn't know nothing about it until after the fact. So, I wouldn't be surprised. Hold on, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they got, in a few months, you see that they end up being divorced. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because the way his face was looking, and she was really trying not to open up about it, because she used the word entanglement. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't even know what entanglement means in reference to the way she was using it. You know what I mean? Because she had to find herself, and she wasn't happy, and she hasn't been happy in a long time. What do you mean? You got one of the premier black men on the planet. So you can't be happy happy with a Will Smith. It's beyond me. Okay? That you can't be happy with a Will Smith. Yeah, ain't nobody's perfect, but if you leave him, look what you did. You stepped down when you messed with this dude. You left that penthouse and went down into the basement with this dude. Nobody even know who this dude is. And on top of that, he goofy. He dressed funny. He don't dress like no masculine male. He half your age, same age as one of your sons. And then on top of it, he had a drug and alcohol problem. So it wasn't like you stepped out on Will and went to somebody like a Denzel or something. You left the penthouse and went down into the basement to mess with this dude. And this is what made you happy? I know Will got to be furious. I mean, if it was me, well, I know, he got to protect his brand. So I know he wouldn't do what I would do. But, I would have probably reached across there and at least choked her neck a little bit. Just for 2 seconds, or 1 second. Because that was just some BS. That whole interview was BS. I know it's basically damage control. You know what I mean? And it's really Will got to protect this. Got to slow down. I'm trying to get away from that truck coming in so fast. But it's basically Will need to protect his brand. Now his image is going to take a little hit, but I think he can recover due to the fact that he has to sit there and take this. You got to take it on the chin. You got to be, like he said, he got to be the supportive spouse, and he got to stand behind his skank of a wife. Because even if she did go looking for some gutter sex, you should have made some type of contractual agreement where you could have put essentially a gag order on this dude, like Trump did with whatever that lady name is, the stripper chick. She was more well known than this dude. Nobody, I didn't know who this dude was until he started opening up his mouth by having an entanglement with Will Smith's wife. So this is what he really gonna be known for. His music may, I know he's a singer or whatever, his music may shoot up a few percentage points because of the controversy, but nobody even know this dude. So I think he did this really to sell records. You spill the beans on your entanglement with a married woman right at the same time that you're trying to promote your music. By the way, which nobody really even know who you are. So it makes sense on his part, but to me, Will is the one that's the victim here. Even if they did have an open arrangement or life partnership or whatever, how many times have we heard, if this is the case, that women coming out about Will? We haven't heard anything. Nothing. So even if they do have an open partnership, he's been very careful. He's been very clean. He's been very surgical to keep his image clean. And then here she come with this mess. And now it makes sense that he really too good for her. That's what it really comes down to. But look how them kids turn out. I've always wondered, for them to be such so-called a power couple, those kids turned out kind of like weirdos to me. And I see why now. It wasn't because of Will. Will pretty much was working most of the time. I think it's because of that woman. Now he got these messed up kids, and then she down in the basement having gutter sex with somebody unknown. And your husband is known on every freaking continent. There's nowhere he can't go. And he said in the interview that he was gonna get her back. I was like, that's right, Will. If you gotta bite the bullet to do damage control, to protect your brand and protect your image, you damn right you get her back. Because you gotta eat this one. You gotta take this one to the face. So to make you feel better, yeah, you should have open auditions. Okay? And make these chicks sign a gag order, what they call it, a contractual agreement gag order, where they can't talk about this until they 65 or something like that. Because Will already in his 60s, so, or close to, I think he's 60 or close to that. 60 more years he'd be gone, so now they can talk about it. That would be perfect. But this is your modern feminist. You see what I mean? You can't be happy with a Will Smith. Lord have mercy. And then you go down in the gutter. So that lets you know, if Will decided to divorce her, she'll never get nobody of his caliber ever again. Ever again. And then she talking about can't nobody give their permission, only her. That sounded like a chick that wasn't married. You know, and what I'm referring to is the statement she made when she was saying, well, Will didn't give his consent. The only person who can give their consent is her. What? So I guess they're trying to frame it as basically that they were broken up. She's trying to say that they were broke up during this time and nobody knew about it because they didn't make it public. And during this time is the time that she just so happened to go find her some new swipe because she wasn't happy. So it took new swipe for you to get happy, huh? Some gutter, basement, drug addict, alcoholic, young dummy. It took for that for you to find happiness, huh? I call bullshit. Okay? The fact is, she a broken vessel. Probably always have been. That's why them kids are weirdos. And then she preyed basically upon a defenseless drug addict dude. Talking about, I fixed him. You ain't fixed nothing. You can't even fix your kids. And the fact that you slept with this dude and had a relationship with this dude show me that you can't fix nothing. You can't even fix your own life. But this is what feminism breeds. Stupidity on every level. Now, if I was Will, at this point, I don't know if he got a prenup. I don't know if it would hold up. I know a lot of guys, oh, it won't hold up in court, whatever. You still got to get something signed if you're going to get married and you that type of, you're worth that type of bread. I think you're worth like 200 million, give or take. You know, internet don't necessarily tell the full truth. So let's just go with the number 200 million. And maybe they signed a prenup. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I'm assuming they did. They got married kind of young. So I wouldn't be surprised if he divorced her. I mean, the kids are grown. They are doing for self. They are making some type of bread of their own. And really, there's no reason for them to stay. To be honest with you. And she don't look as like she did when she was young. Now, when she was young, yeah, she was the cream as far as looks. But now, all that Botox and facelifts or whatever she's doing, she looks kind of like Phyllis Dillard almost to me. So I think we'll be better. Give it about another year, and I will go ahead and file, divvy up what he got to divvy up, and then go get him a 20-something-year-old girlfriend. That's what I would do. I probably wouldn't get married again, but I would definitely get me a girlfriend, a couple girlfriends, and a couple side chicks, and make them sign some type of gag order and just live out the rest of my days how I want to. That's what I would do if I was him. His brand is basically protected due to the fact that he publicly took this on the chin. Well, he didn't sacrifice for the granocracy. And so they should reward him by not counseling him and keeping all his stuff. And matter of fact, he should even get a promotion and get more offers for advertisements and commercials and cartoons and the whole nine. If the shoe was on the other foot, man, they would be canceling him every way they could think of. Just think of it, fellas, if they change it around. Older man, wealthy, influence, got plenty of influence, plenty of wealth, plenty of fame, right? Preys upon one of his daughter's friends who is a lost soul, who is abusing drugs and alcohol, and he have an open entanglement with this young woman. Man, they will counsel him every which way from Christmas. They'd be taking all his commercials off. They would be counseling all his films. He probably wouldn't get no more work. You see what I mean? Like, he really got to take this on the chin. So, if I was him, I would wait a year. I would divorce that heifer. Split up whatever you got to split up. Because you took one for the team, for the granocracy. So they should counsel you. You should get more offers now. So you're going to make all that money that you're going to have to split up with that heifer. You should make all that back within the next 4 or 5 years. And you could do like the Morgan Freeman type of situation. Do voiceovers and do all kind of stuff that he's already doing now. And get you a couple young whippersnappers and parade them around and say, and thumb your nose at them in the end. That's what I would do. I don't know if he got a cast iron, you know what. Well, he will do that because the way he was sounding in the video, that he planned to stick it out with her, and they together no matter what. So that sets a bad example, if you ask me. Now, regular heifers gonna think they can go out and cheat and come back, and everything gonna be good. Yeah, right. That ain't gonna be the case. You step out on any married man, you'll get your stuff put to the curb immediately. I know I ain't playing that mess at all. But like I say, I just swore off American women. It's only international women we know the feminist rhetoric is starting to make it over there too, but the men are still in charge over there, and you still can get your respect. And on top of that, you can have multiple women as long as you can afford them. So you can play them off against each other, especially us older fellas. Like I said, you know, I'm almost, 55, so child support been over with, son grown and gone, divorced 18 years. Okay, this is my time to live, so the remaining years I want to live it and have the most fun as possible. And now that I got the grown man brain with all the wisdom and the experience, I got the scars of experience, I know how to make good decisions now. So now I want to enjoy every minute of my remaining years. So Thailand, here I come. Vietnam, here I come. Cambodia, here I come. Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Japan, here I come. Senegal, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Egypt, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Liberia, here I come. And I'm gonna sample the local culture everywhere I go. That's what I'm gonna do with the remaining years of my life. And I know Will is in a different position in life. And a lot of his films and voiceovers and stuff that he's doing for Disney and Nickelodeon, and he gotta take this on the chin. So maybe he might stick it out with her, and they just basically live separate lives, but going in the same direction. Maybe that's what he'll do. But we will see. We will be paying close attention to this. But these common, everyday, average women, these 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s, you better not think you can try this. Don't think this means that you all can try this. For you ones that aren't married. Because the RedPill community, RedPill University is waking up men every day. And every day people are stumbling upon our videos. And they're learning. And they're waking up. And we're producing more more red pill men every day. So you better not think you can try this and get away with it. It's a new day. It's a new day, gentlemen. But that's kind of like what I wanted to bring to you all. That was on my mind after watching several of my favorite YouTubers address the topic. So I wanted to weigh in and throw my 2 cents in on what I was thinking. But if you guys got a different opinion, put it in the comment section. Let's see what you all think. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna jump off now. Right now, I'm still rolling in North Kakalaki, North Carolina, and this load is going over to Hattiesburg. Is it Hattiesburg? Yeah, I think it's Hattiesburg or something like that. Mississippi. So I'm going to Mississippi, y'all. And after that, I'm supposed to go up, I think, into Boston. So we should see, because this load was a late load. It was supposed to load on Friday for the storms had came through North Carolina and knocked out the power to the plant that I was supposed to load in. And so because they had no power, they wasn't able to put the order together. So I had to wait Friday, Saturday, and now here it is Sunday, and now I just picked up the load. So it's gonna be a little late. So hopefully don't make me too late to pick up the next load. So I'm gonna try to put the pedal to the metal, because that other load pays really handsomely. So I really want that other load. So okay guys, that's what I'm doing today. Hope you all are well. Hope you all are strong. I know this cold beer flu is supposed to be making a comeback. I don't know. Some days I wear my mask, some days I don't. Places I go, I see people wearing them. I see some people don't. So I don't know what to think at this point. It is what it is. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. But it is what it is. But okay guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm still scheduled to go to Africa at the end of the month. So far I haven't heard anything. So hopefully I'm still, I took the time off from work, so I got the time off. I got 3 weeks off. I'm supposed to come back, I think the 10th of August. So we shall see. But if I do go, I'm gonna document the whole trip, give you all some good content, so we will see. All right guys, love you. I think I'm gonna get off here at this love and grab me a cup of coffee. Love you guys. Peace and hair grease.